We're live now.
We're live now. Hello, Whiskey Heads. I'm Rob,
I'm Mike.
and this is the Whiskey and Glass Bourbon Review. Today we have an offering out of the state of Ohio.
Yes.
Middle West has put out this, what is it, a dark pumpernickel rye?
Dark pumpernickel rye. It's a 4-grain.
4-grain.
4-grain rye.
Okay. At least 3 years old, I think it said.
Yeah, I think there's some that are 3, some that
Aged
are 4.
over 3, yeah. This one's a cash strength coming in at 122.5.
It's a heater.
It's a warm one. We got some glasses here, and I took a sniff of it. It doesn't smell
It
as
doesn't.
hot as you would think.
And we've had a couple of the other Middle West stuff.
Yeah.
We're big fans.
Yes.
You still get that sweetness.
Yeah.
Even the lower proof stuff. So
Yeah, it
this
definitely
kind of carries
through.
the same thing. So
I'm ready to get into this thing. I guess we should probably talk about them a little bit.
a little bit. Yeah, I think Middle West. They started in 2008, if my memory serves me correctly.
Yeah.
I think they just opened up a new, larger distillery. I think 10,000 plus square feet,
True.
in kind of one of the up and coming neighborhoods of Columbus, Ohio. It's a distillery I haven't got to yet. It's on the bucket list to go over. I think they do tours. I think they're like $10, and it comes with a flight at the end. So
That would
you can't beat that.
we'll have to plan. I mean, it's summertime here now, so it's bourbon touring season.
Yeah.
So
And then we're in Indianapolis, so we got past the Indy 500.
yeah, barely,
Barely.
but we made it.
It was a good weekend. Good weekend. A long weekend, but we made it. So it's officially distillery time.
Tour season. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it's time to get out there. Where'd you get this one at?
This one actually I got in the Avon Total Wine, and
Okay.
if I'm looking at it correctly and reading the Total Wine website, this is made specifically for the Indiana Total Wine stores. It's kind of a shock that they had it.
Yeah.
It's not actually on the Middle West website, so I consider myself lucky to be able to pull
Absolutely.
this one. So
It kind of threw us for a loop. We couldn't find it over there with them. We were trying to figure out what it was, you know. And
what's up, Pope? How's it going?
Pope,
And Scott. We got Scott in here too.
Scott.
Well-
Scott, I sent you a friend request on Facebook. I haven't heard back from you yet, sir.
Uh-oh. Maybe that says more about you than Scott. I don't know. Don't fall to the peer pressure, Scott. It's okay.
Do it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're friends on Facebook. You know, Scott
Are
and
we?
me. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe you. I'll have to check. I don't know.
damn, Scott. You gonna do me like that?
He's gonna friend you.
Oh,
Look at that.
yes. All right. You ready to tear into this thing?
Yeah.
Or?
Why don't we?
Yeah.
It looks inviting. So. Oh, that is.
I get that rye spice.
I get the rye. There's like a pear sitting on top of there.
Yeah. I get the pear. It's almost like a
Like a drunken pear.
Yeah, candied
Yeah.
or a. If cordial pears were a thing,
Maybe
what
they should be. But definitely get fruit.
Yep.
Starting to pick up on the 122.5 proof.
Yep. I'm getting
A little bit of chocolate in there too.
a little bit of like sassafras, sarsaparilla.
Oh, some root beer.
Yeah, a little bit.
Scott, this is a Zeppelin-free zone. There'll be no Zeppelin played, mostly for copyright stuff. You know,
Copyright reason. Drunken pear, root beer, rye spice.
starting to get a little tobacco on it too.
Yeah.
Not a ton, but as it opens up a little bit. We did pour this maybe 5 minutes before we went on air, and it's it's the first crack, so we're getting a little bit of that neck pour. I'm sure it will open up like all the other Middle West bottles do.
You know, I get more cinnamon than I do like the baking hardcore
Yeah,
rice.
Not-
but
not a-
yeah,
not a lot of nutmeg or anything like that,
No.
but pretty cinnamon forward.
well,
I'm tired of sniffing.
only
I'm-
one thing left to do. Cheers.
Cheers. It is way smoother than I thought it would be at 122 proof.
It's a little hot.
It's a lot.
It drinks smooth, but it's a little hot.
Wow. So I picked up a little bit of that tobacco on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
The back end of that pour is, for me, just like tobacco.
Is it?
It's Levi Garrett in the pouch.
See, for me, the sarsaparilla carried over. I taste root.
I did a little bit of
root
that,
beer, yeah.
I get a little bit of the fruit that was on the nose, but it didn't carry over as much
No.
as. Boy, it lingers too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
It's
very-
slowly
very
working its way down
coated.
to a little bit of a
Just-
sweet Kentucky hug.
yeah, just like a Kentucky kiss. Just a
Mm-hmm. It is. It's surprisingly good.
I agree.
I was expecting this dark, heavy rye with the pumpernickel
Mm-hmm.
and being the cask strength. I was expecting
Yeah.
just to light it up,
Just
but
hardcore rye, but it's not hardcore. You know, it's if you want a rye that's super peppery and all the hardcore stuff that you get from a really, I call it a tough rye. It's fucking tough to drink sometimes. This ain't it.
yeah.
This isn't it. This is not that.
Pope wants to know if there's any cinnamon bun in there.
Yes, frosted cinnamon, but no, I'm kidding.
I mean, there's a lot of cinnamon.
Definitely.
I guess if you want a rye cinnamon bun, you can. I've never had one of those. I'm not sure what a pumpernickel cinnamon roll would taste like.
I've taken a slice of rye bread and did the butter and the cinnamon sugar, and that was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. Actually, that's kind of what this smells like.
No, you say that out loud. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, that's kind of where we're at with that.
That's kind of what that smells like. And what was the price point on this?
This one, I think at Total Wine is about 75, 76, if I remember correctly.
So that's a little bit above what the normal
Yeah.
Middle West is. The
Yeah, the normal Middle West line, depending on where you find it,
Well,
$45 to $50.
yeah, that one was 45, and that was a solid one. I got to imagine that one's a little higher just because it's a cask strength single
Mhm.
barrel.
Yeah. Yep. And being basically a store pick, you're always going to pay a little bit more for
Yeah.
the store picks.
A little bit more for that selection.
And I'm not sure how much Total Wine had. I mean, maybe they did pick out a barrel. This is barrel 1726. So,
I just wonder if they only pick one barrel.
that's the way it's described on their website. It shows the barrel number on the website. So I'm assuming it was just one barrel. Like I said, it says on their website it's for the Indiana Total Wine store. So maybe they're trying to pull some more Middle West into their stores. Being a
So
neighbor.
educate me a little bit. Is Total Wines just an Indiana thing?
No, it's a nationwide.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of the Walmart of
Okay. I didn't realize
liquor in the
that.
country.
So if barrel 1726 was strictly for Indiana Total Wines, I don't know how many Total Wines are in the state of Indiana, but these bottles might be kind of scarce.
Yeah, because as far as I remember, I think there's 4 or 5 in the Indy area,
Mhm.
but I'm not sure if there's any outside of Indianapolis, honestly.
Hmm.
And they just started popping up here the last, year or so?
Yeah, I mean that there was the one on the north side, and then the one on the south side, I think, and now there's one
Yeah.
out in Avon. So.
Yeah. Now there's Noblesville, Carmel, Greenwood, Avon. Maybe that's it for now.
Yeah, so these might be few and far between then.
Yeah,
If they
yeah.
only, and that's if they only pick one barrel.
Yeah, so
There's no
you're,
telling, you know,
yeah, they only get so many bottles out of it, so.
especially at cash strength.
Yeah, yeah. So
Solid pour. I would recommend this. to
Absolutely.
anybody that likes a rye, yeah.
Total Wine is an adult playground. Hope it's I can spend hours in there.
Yes, yes. For libations
Yes, yes. Not talking about the Lion's Den on the other side of the interstate.
or
here.
Cirillas or anything like
Something
yeah.
different. And Scott took care of your friend request, so.
Oh, thank you, Scott. Appreciate you.
Now, if he doesn't accept it, nothing more we can do with that.
Well, I sent him one a few weeks ago and had not heard anything back. Right here. Feelings are hurt.
Hope you know you guys are always welcome to come over for free samples of. We got a couple bottles of.
I mean, there's a couple of.
I think there's some rum down there. You can have some rum anytime you want.
There's some flavored Smirnoff back here too, if you're into that.
You call me out like that. Great.
Well, I mean, it's not yours.
It's not mine, no.
No, we don't drink that. Pope, I'm still waiting to try out this bubblegum stuff you keep talking about.
Oh, the tequila
I don't think it's tequila.
or the
I think it's of the corn variety.
yes, that's correct.
Bubblegum something.
Scott, you tell us when you want to come over and do you open invite. Open invite.
You know what? Come on over now. We'll just stay on. We'll stay live until you get here.
Yeah. Well, we'll go back live. I mean, we'll have a few more drinks and we'll go back live. We may need a producer at that point.
Yes,
Come
we're
help,
gonna have to get somebody in here to start running some cameras and computers.
The bubblegum kiss, is that what you're talking
That's
about?
it.
Yeah.
That's
there
it,
you go.
Pope. The bubblegum kiss. And if you look right back here behind Mike, there's a little something there for you to try too. Next time you're here.
Pointing at the flavored vodka again?
The
What was-
no.
okay.
Oh, well,
Alright.
there's some Cocoa Mania back there. That sounds Jamaican. I don't know. I don't know what you've got going on the floor back here, but it's in the right spot. It's on.
Yeah, it's
on
in
the
the
floor.
spot. Yeah.
It's on the floor.
Scott said next Sunday. I think we're available next Sunday.
I don't
Say
see why
why not.
not. 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Be
Come
here.
on over.
Be here 7:30 sharp. Sharp.
Maybe we'll find something good to try out next week.
Well, if there's nothing good here, we'll find something somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I would say I'd give that a 7 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah. If you like the higher proof stuff,
Yeah.
it's very sippable.
Mhm.
There's some ryes that we've had that are 92 proof that burn all the way down, and then some.
It was a very short, fat bottle. Where's it at? Oh, there it is.
He's getting on the 13th colony
Oh,
again.
yeah, there it is.
It's a rye. It's 95.5 absolute rye, where this is the 4 grain, a little
Garbage.
different.
I'm sorry. That was not a good rye to me. But I'm not a huge rye fan in general.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll drink them though. And that one's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, would recommend for sure.
But like I said, it's a single barrel. If you want to try it, head out to Total Wine here in Indy and maybe find one still on the shelf.
You better hurry though, because if they only picked one barrel, it ain't gonna sit around too long.
Yeah. The peanut gallery, they're on the Zeppelin thing. I don't know why.
Are we talking about Zeppelin again?
Apparently.
Hey, Mom said the way you move gonna make you sweat, gonna make you. No,
And if that didn't change your mind about Zeppelin,
it should.
it didn't me. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'll go home now. My apologies.
All right, so a short live today, but
Yeah. Just a quick
sounds
taster.
sounds like we're going to have some company next week. So
Yeah, look
be a little
forward to
longer.
that.
Yeah,
It's fun
absolutely.
when we have guests.
So
It was fun. We'll
Yep.
see you next week.
thanks everybody for joining. That was talking to us, and we'll see you again next week.
Whiskey and glass out. Heathens.